Hey everyone, welcome back to the Jailbreak trading series, and today I'm trading the Shell Classic. So I'm actually leaving off in the same server that I was in when I was doing the tiny toy trading video. But anyways, yeah, today we are talking about the Shell Classic. Now I think this is a very unique vehicle based on the way you actually earn it. So the way you get this vehicle is you actually win it from one of these legendary safes. So if I go over here, you actually need to have these legendary safes to have a chance, and I'm talking about a chance to get the Shell Classic. So it's a very small chance, like 1% or something. I have opened about like 15 legendary safes, and I only got like the other accessory that you can see here, the dragon breath spoiler, carbon fire texture and whatnot, but I was never able to get this vehicle. So I was fortunate enough to actually trade for this vehicle when it released for like $1 million vehicle, which I thought was pretty good, and I actually have it still to this day. So I'm very happy to have this vehicle right now. And I've got to say, despite it technically being possible to purchase for like 100k if you're lucky enough, it's got very good performance. It's not like the best vehicle by any means, but it handles very well, and in fact it's got a very nice top speed as well. Not the best acceleration, but it does manage very well on this track around the train island. So I've got to say, if you like the design of this vehicle and if you want to take a chance at actually unlocking it, then I'd say go for it. Just don't spend like over 500k on legendary safes. It's not a great investment. Or just do what I did and just trade it for $1 million vehicle. But anyways, now that it's been a few months since this was actually added to the game, we're definitely going to be checking out how much this vehicle is worth today. All right, so we're at the trading dome, and unfortunately there isn't all that many players with $1 million in a server. That is actually pretty unfortunate, but we're going to be seeing what this player has to offer for the Shell Classic. Look at how many pickups this guy has. This guy has like 40 pickups. I don't even know how you guys get this many pickups. Like, what's the point? I'm so confused. Do you trade for pickups and stuff? No way. Oh, and he says he's a fan of the video, so no way. There we go. He's gonna do the Shell Classic for a Blackhawk. That's actually kind of nice to see. So that's right on point, and he's throwing in the pause. So that's actually a pretty good trade. That's what I would assume this vehicle goes for, and I'm very happy to see this guy. So that's actually a very solid trade for the Shell Classic, and I'm gonna throw in a safe for this player. There we go. We got the trade balanced out, and he's going to give the Model 3. That's perfectly fair enough. So yeah, it was nice meeting you, and I hope to meet some other fans in the future. Well, that being said, I'm going to trade with another player and see what the Shell Classic is worth. All right, we've got this player over here, and we're going to be throwing in the Shell Classic, and he's actually offering in the Rattler. Okay, I don't think he's going to do it for a Shell Classic, though. There's no way. Oh, he's actually adding? Wait, yeah, okay, he definitely wants me to throw in something. Yeah, he's definitely not going to do it for just one Shell Classic. Let's see if he'd do it for two. This is so funny. I think I have like 2 Shell Classics. This is an interesting trade. I just don't think it's going to work out, especially because he threw in the orange shoe. I don't know why he did that. I don't know why he did that, but if he wants the 2 Shell Classics by any chance, then I mean, I'm more than down to do this. Okay, just like I assumed, he ended up just like declining the trade after like I was talking with him for a minute. When I did try and add more for the Rattler, it wasn't really working out because then it said his side was too low, because I think the spoiler he added, although it might look cool, it wasn't actually worth all that much. So I don't think that was really a great trade. All right, we've got Diego over here, and he's throwing in the Roadster and Tank Win. Okay, so here's the perspective I would have on this vehicle. Like, because there's a chance you can get it for very cheap, like a Roadster would be more than sufficient. He actually added in a ton of other items. Primarily I'm focused on the Roadster. I feel that's actually a pretty decent vehicle for it, but now he just like got rid of everything. Yeah, I feel he could add in like a 200k vehicle. I would strive to get at least $1 million for the Shell Classic. I feel that's the best that this vehicle will get, and I think the best trade shown that was the first trade we did in this video. And yeah, he just backed out, which is okay with me. He wasn't really adding all that much anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna see what other players offer for the Shell Classic. All right, we've got this player over here, and he's throwing in the Hyper Yellow 5. He has like a bunch of Model 3s. I've definitely seen this player before. I don't think he can really add anything for the Shell Classic, but let's see if he'd do this. I just want to see if he'd actually ready up for the Hyper Yellow. Now, I don't actually particularly like the Hyper Yellow 5. I'm just really curious to see if he'd do it either way. If not a big deal. Oh, I think this is actually duped. There's no way that a Hyper Yellow level 5 is just magically traded 49 times. That's actually bizarre if it is. Yeah, I don't know about this 49 times traded thing and the whole duping problem. It's kind of been ruining my motivation for trading, and the thing is, like, I could totally do this trade for the Hyper Yellow level 5. I think he actually wants me to add a Brilli, which is okay, because he probably wants the Torpedo or the value equivalent to the Torpedo for it. But like, then it's like, as soon as I try and get rid of the Hyper Yellow 5, it's rough, because then I can't really get much else for it. Like, people will just straight up decline you as soon as they see the 49 times traded. So yeah, people will just decline you, so I can't really give this guy more, because I'm just gonna get low balls all the time. I feel that if he had a level level 5 hyperchrome that was traded once, I would totally give a torpedo for it. But yeah, I can't accept this with a straight face just because it is potentially dupe. And even if it isn't, other people will just think that too. So it is what it is. That is actually the fate of trading, I feel like, the whole dupe thing. And I'm gonna see what he ends up doing, but I'm very likely he's just gonna decline, which I don't mind, but I wish this guy luck trying to get anything better. All right, so we've got another player over here, and we're gonna be seeing what he does for the Shell Classic. Oh no, he has like the smallest inventory. I mean, it's at least better than the players that join trading without items at all, but I don't think I can really get anything done here. He's only offering the Lamborghini, and I think that's right, he just declined. So all right, we're gonna find another player, not a problem. We've got a player over here, and he's actually throwing in the Macaron. What on earth is going on in the trading dome right now? There's like a bunch of tanks and military vehicles. I'm actually wondering if he would do this for a Macaron. This might be a stretch, but let's see if we can balance it out just a little bit. Let's throw in a Crown. Not a crazy hard vehicle to get, but I feel this is more than enough for a Macaron. Oh, he doesn't want obtainables, really. Would he do it for 2 Shell Classics? Oh wow, this guy is really like strict about what he wants. He wants no obtainables. Yeah, he wants the Goliath. What other items does this guy have? Oh my god, he only has the Macaron. Yeah, no wonder he's trying to get a lot for it. I don't think the Macaron is worth like more than a Shell Classic and Goliath. Like, come on, I feel that's super random. Anyways, I think you guys can get a good idea of what the Shell Classic is worth. This is a fairly solid vehicle, and it has a pretty respectable performance. I've got to say, I'm not the biggest fan of how you get this vehicle. After all, you need to get this vehicle through luck in safes, which is not the best way to get vehicles, and I hope they don't like start making that a common occurrence. I hope this was just a one-time thing, because I don't want to spend $2 million on a vehicle that has the performance of a 200k vehicle. So I mean, although I think the performance is pretty good, I think most of the time you're just going to be overpaying for this vehicle by spending a ton of time getting it in safes, and overall that's definitely not ideal. I don't have any legendary safes on me, and I don't really think I need anything else from these legendary safes, because I think I just end up getting duplicate cash. But that being said, yeah, I wouldn't go out here and get yourself a Shell Classic. If you want one, I think the best way just to get it is for trading. Just give a $1 million vehicle. I feel that's more than enough for it. And yeah, if you were lucky to get it for 100k, then that's actually really impressive. I definitely don't see that all the time. And if you look at this, it's a 3% chance to get a legendary item from the legendary safe, and there's 3 legendary items, right? So that means you have a 1% of getting the Shell Classic, Tesla spoiler, and the Tesseract rim. So that just goes to show this isn't a vehicle you're going to get very easily. But like I said, if you were lucky, then that's pretty crazy, and you have probably really good luck. So yeah, guys, that being said, that is it for the Shell Classic review. Again, it's a pretty respectable vehicle, but it's definitely not ambitious by any means. Like, I don't think it's going to be rising anytime soon, and in fact, it is still obtainable in the game today. So that being said, it's an okay vehicle, and if you want to get one right now, then I'd say just go trade for it. And yeah, guys, if you want to see some more trading videos, then I do have a playlist in the description, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. But as always, if you liked the video, make sure to like, and I'll see you in the next trading video.